Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion, and when death comes, you are 17. When the master governs, the people are hardly aware that he exists. Next best is a leader who is loved. Next, one who is feared. The worst is one who is despised. If you don't trust the people, you make them untrustworthy. The master doesn't talk, he acts. When his work is done, the people say, "Amazing, we did it, all by ourselves." 18. When the great Tao is forgotten, goodness and piety appear. When the body's intelligence declines, the country falls into chaos. Patriotism is born. 19. Throw away holiness and wisdom, and people will be 100 times happier. Throw away morality and justice, and people will do the right thing. Throw away industry and profit, and there won't be any thieves. If these three aren't enough, just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. Must you value what others value, avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. Other people are excited, as though they were at a parade. I alone don't care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. Other people have what they need without a home. I am like an idiot. My mind is so empty. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull.
Article 4, Section 1.
Other people have a purpose. I alone don't know. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. I am different from ordinary people. I drink from the great.
Duet this and start recording when I mention you.
I drink from the great mother's breasts, because she doesn't cling to ideas. The Tao is dark and unfathomable. Since before time and space were, the Tao is. How do I know this is true? I look inside myself and see. If you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up for all beings. Because he doesn't display himself, people can see his light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his word, recognize themselves in him. Because he has no goal in mind. When it blows, there is only wind. When it blows, there is only wind. When it rains, there is only rain. Open yourself to the Tao. You are at one with the Tao, and you can embody it completely. If you open yourself to loss, you are at one with loss. Doesn't stand firm. Doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. Can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. Will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, there was something formless and perfect before the universe, empty, solitary, unchanging, infinite, eternally present. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. Light. The unmoved is the source of all movement. Thus the master travels all day without leaving home. Why should the lord of the country flit about like a fool? If you let yourself be blown to and fro, you lose touch with your root. If you let restlessness move you, you lose touch with who you are. 27. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of concepts and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus the master is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. 28. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will be like a little child. Know the white, know the personal, yet keep to the impersonal. The master knows the utensils, yet keeps to the block. Thus she can use all things. 29. The world is sacred. It can't be improved. If you tamper with it, you'll ruin it. If you treat it like an object, you'll lose it. There is a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion without trying to control them. She lets them go their own way. Whoever relies on the Tao in governing men, doesn't try to force issues or defeat enemies by force of arms. For every force, there is a counterforce. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon oneself. Goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, the whole world accepts him. 31. Weapons are the tools of violence. All decent men detest them. Weapons are the tools of fear. A decent man will avoid them, except in the direst necessity. And if compelled, will use them only with the utmost restraint. Peace is his highest value. If the peace has been shattered, how can he be content? His enemies are not demons, but human beings like himself. He doesn't wish them personal harm, nor does he rejoice in victory. How could he rejoice in victory and delight in the slaughter of men? He enters a battle gravely, with sorrow, and with great compassion, as if he were attending a funeral. The Tao can't be perceived. Smaller than an electron, it could remain centered in the Tao. All things would be in harmony. And the law would be written in their hearts. When you have names and forms, know that they are provisional. When you have institutions, know where their functions should end. Knowing when to stop, you can avoid any danger. All things end in the Tao, as rivers flow into the sea. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If you realize that you have enough, you are truly rich. If you stay in the center and embrace death with your whole heart, you will endure forever. 34. Doesn't create them. It pours itself into its work, yet it makes no claim. It nourishes infinite worlds, yet it doesn't hold on to them. It isn't aware of its greatness. Thus, it is truly great. 35. She who is centered in the Tao can go where she wishes without danger. She perceives music or the smell of good cooking may make people stop and enjoy. But words that point to the Tao seem monotonous and without flavor. When you look for it, there is nothing to see. If you want to shrink something, you must first allow it to expand. If you want to get rid of something, you must first allow it to flourish. This is called the subtle perception of the way things are. The soft overcomes the hard. The slow overcomes the fast of the way things are. The soft overcomes the hard. The slow overcomes the fast. Let your 37. The Tao never does anything, yet through it all things are done. If powerful men and women could say, people would be content with their simple, everyday lives, in harmony and free of desire. When there is no desire, all things are at peace. Man keeps reaching for power. Thus, he never has enough. The master does nothing, yet he leaves nothing undone. He and leaves many things to be done. The moral man does something, and when no one responds, he rolls up his sleeves and uses force. When the Tao is lost, there is goodness. When goodness is lost, there is morality. When morality is lost, there is ritual. Ritual is the husk of true faith, the beginning of chaos. Therefore, the master concerns himself with the depths and not the surface, with the fruit and not the 39. In harmony with the Tao, the sky is clear and spacious. The earth is solid and full. All creatures flourish together, content with the way they are, endlessly repeating themselves, glitter like a jewel, but lets himself glitter like a jewel, but lets himself be shaped by the Tao, as rugged and common. Return is the movement of the Tao. Yielding is the way. 41. When a superior man hears of the Tao, he immediately begins to embody it. When an average man hears of the Tao, thus it is said, the path into the light seems dark. The path forward seems to go back. The direct path seems long changeable. True clarity seems obscure. The greatest art seems unsophisticated. The greatest love seems indifference. 42. The Tao gives birth to one. One gives birth to two. Two gives birth to three. Three gives birth to all things. All things have their backs to the female and stand facing the male. When male and female combine, but the master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. 43. That which has no substance enters where there is no space. This shows the value of non-action. Teaching without words, performing without actions. That is the master's way. Success or failure, which is more destructive? If you look to others for money, you will never be happy with yourself. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. 45. The master allows things to happen. She shapes events as they come. She steps out of the way and lets the Tao speak for itself. She is in harmony with the Tao. The factories make trucks and tractors. When a country goes counter to the Tao, warheads are stockpiled outside the cities. There is no greater illusion than fear. No greater wrong than preparing to defend yourself. No greater misfortune than having an enemy. Whoever can see through all fear will always. Without opening your door, you can open your heart to the world. Without looking out your window, you can see the essence of the Tao. The more you know, the less you understand. The master arrives without leaving, sees the light without looking, achieves without doing a thing. 48. In the pursuit of knowledge, every day something is added. In the practice of the Tao, every day something is dropped. Less and less do you need to. True mastery can be gained by letting things go their own way. It can't be gained by interfering. Mastery has no mind of her own. She works with the mind of the people. This is true goodness. She trusts people who are trustworthy. She also trusts people who aren't trustworthy. This is true trust. They look to her and wait. She treats them like her own children. 50. The master gives himself to hold on to. No illusions in his mind. No resistances in his body. He holds nothing back from life. Therefore, he is ready for death, as a man is ready for sleep after a good day's work. 51. Every being in the universe is an expression of the Tao. Takes on a physical body, lets circumstances complete it. To find the origin, trace back the manifestations. When you recognize the children and find the mother, you will be free of sorrow. If you close your mind in judgments and traffic with desires, your heart will be troubled. If you keep your mind from judging and aren't led by the senses, your heart will find peace. Seeing into darkness is clarity. Knowing how to yield is strength. Use your own light and return to the source of light. This is called practicing eternity. 53. The great way is easy, yet people prefer the side paths. Be aware when things are out of balance. Stay centered within the Tao. When rich speculators prosper, while farmers lose their land, when government officials spend money on weapons instead of cures, when the upper class is extravagant and irresponsible, while the poor have nowhere to turn, all this is robbery and chaos. It is not in keeping with the Tao. 54. Whoever is planted in the Tao will not be rooted up. Whoever embraces the Tao will not slip away. Her name will be held in honor from generation to generation. Let the Tao be present in your life, and you will become genuine. Let it be present in your family, and your family will flourish. Let it be present in your country, and your country will be an example to all countries in the world. Let it be present in the universe, and the universe will sing. How do I know this is true? By looking inside myself. Its head off all day, yet it never becomes hoarse. Its head off all day, yet it never becomes hoarse. So complete is its harmony. The Master's power is like this. He lets all things come and go effortlessly, without desire. He never expects results. Thus he is never disappointed. He is never disappointed. Thus, his spirit never grows old. 56. Those who know don't talk. Those who talk
Serendipity, do you want me to play, or do you want to have casual conversation? What would you like to do for this room?
You want to have casual conversation for a minute? We can just maybe lightly discuss how we're transitioning from your other room into this one.
Yeah,
and give people a chance to come in. Yeah.
Oh, and no replay, Serendipity. You didn't want to replay?
No, turn them off. I wasn't even honestly thinking about it. I'm sorry, Mom.
Okay. All right.
She's so
I might have to leave. Well, it's just like when I'm gonna. It's a matter of effort. It's a matter of effort, right? So like, if I'm gonna spend time like playing the video, I don't know. It's your room. You've been wanting to have this discussion. I just
invited for you. If you want to restart it, we can. If you would like to restart with the replay, I have not a problem. Why don't you just go make your random?
I just think this has great potential for one of the In the Muff replays, because it's gonna be a great discussion. But also, it's your room, honey. I don't mean to take over. So
Let's start it.
Okay, let me copy the title. So it's gonna be in my replay, the link to this room that's gonna die.
Laleki. Tatizurlo Manasa.
I'm trying to work through some technical issues, and nobody seems to think I've run most focused and serious. I think most people are more interested in entertainment. Yeah.
Conservative. So I have a sincere respect for authority and hierarchies. It's built into my nature to be a little content. But Lou Perez is a comedian, and he led this 14-minute discussion, this mini documentary. He has spoken so that we can test them, show people how stupid they are, so that they'll be addressed and not hidden and grow unwieldy with power and influence. So, we're gonna have a little
Okay, this is the video on hate speech, right?
Yep, 5 reasons for hate speech.
Like where everybody's at on their free speech stance.
Yeah, so I didn't copy the poll from last time from the.
No, I got it. I'll put it up. Yeah, if you'll just put the video link in the chat.
Done. Oh wait, no, but I'll get it.
was 6 years old. It's only got 139,000 views, which I think is terrible because it's such a good video. They interview, I don't think it was Heather Heyer, but it was another speaker who.
Play the damn video. Now that's a good example of free speech, hate speech. See that?
It's not hate speech. It's rude, but it's constructive criticism.
It's true. Just shut the fuck up.
The masses have said they'd like to hear the video.
Not really.
Would you like to?
In the name of fairness, I'll just disagree and keep talking.
So why would somebody invest $15,000 a month?
Okay, this is the book club read for 5 minutes. This is John because this is my response room to Monica's room because sitting there and listening to her play a video playback about how hate speech is a good thing. It's just I guess that's how Monica does her show. Is she doesn't educate anybody. She just basically tries to gaslight people. That's the show. How angry can you make Monica, and how angry can Monica make you? That's the name of the show. Okay, we're gonna read a book in here. This is the book club. Hope you enjoy it. I'm also filming YouTube videos, and so we're gonna do that as well.
Suppose you're God. Suppose you have all time, all eternity, and all power at your disposal. You were given the power to dream any dream you wanted to dream every night. What would you do? You could dream any span of time. You could dream 75 years of time in one night, 100 years of time in one night, 1,000 years of time in one night. And it could be anything you wanted. You make up your mind before you went to sleep. Tonight I'm going to dream of so-and-so.